Hello dear students, welcome to the another video tutorial of mammalian histology. Okay, so in last session we have studied about the histological structures of the respiratory system. In this session we will engage with the blood vessels and the spleen. Okay, so we will focus on the blood vessels first. In that, in this session we will focus on the arteries. Okay, so the heart and the blood vessels and blood. So these three component, heart, blood vessels and blood, they all comprises to form the blood vascular system. And the blood vessels are the tubular structures. There are three type of the blood vessels found, like first one will be the arteries, then the blood vessel, or sorry, the blood veins, and then capillaries. There is an easy way to remember the main layers of blood vessels. Okay, so we have formed a mnemonic like lima. Okay, the first letters of each layer we have taken and formed one word named as lima, which helps you to recall the following structures of the blood vessels. The first one will be the lumen, then will be the first innermost layer will be the intima, then will be the media, and then adventitia. Okay, when the arteries are the thick walled blood vessels which carry blood under the pressure from heart to the different part of the body. Okay, it carries in the pressure the blood, the oxygenated blood, or the um, from arteries from the heart to the different part of the body which carries under the pressure. Okay, and it composed of three tunicodes, three tunics, or it also known as the codes. Okay, first will be the tunica intima or tunica interna. This will be the innermost coat. It consists of inner endothelial lining which are flat cells joined by edge to edge. Then will be the second layer, tunica media, or the middle coat, which composed of mainly smooth muscle cells with elastic and collagenous tissues. Then will be the tunica adventitia, the outermost coat, which composed of connective tissues. The structure and thickness of each coat varies according to the size of the artery. As you can see in this picture, the artery and vein. Okay, the artery, the transverse section, you can see in this picture, okay, as the low magnification. You will see the various coats, that tunica intima of an artery, okay, which is magnified, and you can see the internal elastic membrane over here with the subendothelium, then the endothelium. So these are the layers of this tunica intima. And then you will see for the tunica uh, intima of vein. So this will be the comparison in between these two. Okay, then the, if you see the tunica intima of vein, it is quite thicker, and tunica media of vein as well as the tunica externa. So these are the comparison in between the tunica intima or the tunica media or the tunica externa of arteries with the vein. You will see the extrinsic elastic membrane which is present in between the tunica media, okay, that will help these arteries to get expand during the high pressure, or the uh, for the arteries to just get uh, deal with the pressure which is exerted by the heart to that high pressure or the pressure which is capable enough to get through that arteries to each cell of the body. And then you will experience for the external elastic membrane, which is situated in between the tunica intima as well as the in between just start for the tunica externa layer, which the external elastic membrane layer, that it having the external elastic coating in between these two layers to provide the extra stability and the flexibility. Okay, then you will find the tunica media, uh, then tunica externa, which is comprises of the uh, connective tissues and which going to adhere these arteries to the uh, external wall of the that particular organ. Okay, then the types of the arteries. The first will be the large elastic arteries. Okay, it also known as a conducting arteries. Hence, they are conducting the direct contact with the uh, from heart to the um, muscular arteries. Okay, the connecting link between the muscular arteries or the um, uh, connecting arteries with the aorta. Okay, the conduct of blood from heart to the medium size of arteries and near the heart. So near heart you will find all these type of the arteries that are the large elastic arteries. For example, the dorsal aorta and carotid pulmonary artery or the carotid pulmonary vein and subclavian arteries. So these all are um, are the type of the large elastic artery. Then the intima of these particular large elastic arteries are short and polygonal in shape. Then the tunica media layer of the large elastic arteries consists of numerous elastic membranes. Then the collagenous fibers and smooth muscle fibers are present in them. Okay, there are presence of the fibroblast cells which uh, helps these large elastic arteries to get adhered uh, and do not to fix their position. So the tunica adventitia of these particular arteries is thin, and that thin coat of this tunica adventitia consists of connective tissue layer. Okay, so this is the large elastic arteries. You can see the endothelium, the innermost lining. Okay, then will be the internal elastic lamina, which having the fibrocollagenous tissues on them. So it collectively called as the tunica intima. Then smooth muscles, then tunica media layer, then the fibrocartilaginous tissues with the external elastic lamines, and fibrocartilaginous tissues are present over here, and that collectively called as the tunica adventitia, which is the outermost layer. As you can see in these the picture, just uh, side of this arterio, which is well laminated, and this is the histological slide of the large elastic arteries. Okay, you will see the lumen in between these two stained part of that picture, which is the lumen where your blood is going to pass, and then there will be um, the endothelium layer or the inner elastic lamina layer. Okay, then the tunica intima and tunica adventitia is the that large coating is nothing but the tunica adventitia, and then some white patches that are nothing but the some fibroblast cells are present in these particular large elastic arteries. So the second layer will be the medium sized muscular arteries, and these medium sized muscular arteries are most of the arteries of the body are of this type. Okay, wall are thick mainly because of large amount of muscles in the tunica media layer. Hence, they also called as the muscular arteries. They are also called as distributing arteries. Why they are called as the distributing arteries? So these medium sized muscular arteries are joined to the large elastic arteries, and these large elastic arteries are going to supply or going to pass their blood supply into these medium sized muscular arteries, and these medium sized muscular arteries are going to pass the blood supply to the arterioles of the each cell. Okay, and these are present in the muscles, so they are also known as the muscular arteries. And in the middle layer, which is the tunica media layer of these particular medium sized muscular arteries, hence they are called as the muscular arteries. And they are also called as distributing arteries, so that they are distributing blood which is taken from the elastic arteries and given to the arterioles, and that arteriole is going to pass the blood supply, the fine than the hair, that arterioles which are going to pass the blood supply to the next cells. So they are known as the distributing arteries. The intimate layer consists of the delicate elastic and the collagenous fibers present over here, and few fibroblast cells also present in these medium sized muscular arteries. So the tunica adventitia layer is thinner than the median layer. Okay, and that tunica adventitia is composed of elastic collagenous fiber over here. So the composition of the all type of the arteries are quite similar, but the modifications are helpful for their particular role at a particular part of the body, and that particular changes helps them and to perform their role better. So these are the muscular arteries. Okay, so you will see that the middle layer of this artery is quite thicker than the elastic arteries. Okay, and the first one layer will be the media intima layer, then the middle layer, and there's adventitia layer having the some cells, that white spots, that are nothing but the fibroblast cells. Okay, the circle which you are going to see, that is the only structure of the muscular artery or the artery. Okay, this is the whole section, whole cross section of the artery, and that lumen, you will see that patch which seems like a muscle. That patch is nothing but the lumen of the artery, and all over the periphery at the adventitia layer, after the adventitia layer, you will see the patches like a muscle, that are the actual in between these muscular arteries are located in the muscle, so that this adventitia layer also having the quite thick muscle layer, and so that they are having the combination of the uh, elastic cells also, the fibroblast cells also, and the uh, that all composition provides them the elasticity. Okay, in a rigid surrounding. Okay, so these are the specifications which are helpful for this particular type of the artery to perform a better role in their environment. So then third type will be the small internal arteries and the arterioles. So these small arteries are having the diameter of 130 micron, while some arterioles have 100 microns or less than this are also found in the body. So very fine or the minute structures like 130 micron, 100 micron or less than that are found in the small or the terminal arteries and the arterioles. So the terminal arteries connect the arterioles with the muscular arteries, which are the second type of the arteries. In the intima of the small arteries, the muscle cells show the thickness from one several layer, and in arterioles only one to the two layers are present. Like there are some layers are not present over here, like there is no need for the muscular layer, very thick muscular layer over here, so that will be degenerated from here, because here you need to the better blood supply to get touch with the that particular cell. That elastica externa are absent in the both the cases over in the small terminal arteries also and in the arterioles also. So as you can see in this particular picture, so you will see the all layers, and you will see the in between that will be the capillary network. You will see the all structure over here. So we will comprise the structures from what we have seen, the uh, large elastic arteries or the medium sized muscular arteries or the small terminal arteries or the arterioles you will see over here in one picture. So you will see the tunica intima layer of the artery, and this will be you can referred for the veins also. This is similar to vein. We will focus on the veins in the next session, but let get our focus on the arteries first. So the tunica intima or the endothelium and the subendothelium layer of the tunica intima that having the endothelial lining first, uh, after the lumen, and then the subendothelial layers are present to provide the coat, and the internal elastic lamina which is present in between the tunica media and tunica intima, that provides the elastic feature for the artery. Then the tunica media, which is the muscular layer for the arteries or as well as the veins also, and that tunica media layer with the smooth muscles and the elastic fibers present in that smooth muscles, so that will be comprises to have a rigid structure or to have the muscular strength for the contraction and the relaxation during the uh, particular blood supply is carried out. Okay, and that particular contraction and the relaxation from these tunica media or their smooth muscle contractions and relaxation provides the extra support to get uppose the blood pressure, and then the external elastic lamina layer, which is also provides the elastic features like the internal elastic lamina, which is uh, in between the tunica intima and tunica media. So in between the tunica media and tunica externa, there is also presence of the external elastic lamina, and then will be the tunica externa. So as you move on, these arteries or the small muscular arteries or the small elastic arteries goes forward and forms a capillary network, the mesh like network that is known as the capillary network at the lumen of the cell. So these basement membranes and the endothelial cells provides the capillary network over here. And what I said, the small terminal arteries and the arterioles that are lacking the muscular layers, and over here at the center at the capillary network they are lacking their muscular coats. So the basement membrane and the endothelial cells. So these two uh, layers are present in the capillary or the arterioles. Okay. So we will stop here and we will meet in the next session for the veins. Okay. So hope you have understood. Okay. So we will meet in the next session. Thank you.